I think one of the bigger pieces is the variety of courses and opportunities that you guys have provided our kids. I mean, it kind of runs the gamut with the cooking and the robotics and the computer pieces, and then the physical activities that kids are afforded. Your programs are selling out within about 5 minutes of the sign up going live.
Right. That's a long time, though. 5 minutes is a long time.
Yeah, but I get phone calls that, how do I get in? How do I get in? And I think parents have loved it. Affordability has worked for us, and with our clientele. But mostly it's comes down to the variety of pieces. It's not one size. It's not one item. It is a breadth of choices, and that's worked. And we have one set of activities on a Tuesday, another set of activities on a Wednesday, and another set of activities on a Thursday, and some of them rotate. And you all have been very responsive to, hey, have you thought of trying this? And then trying to get something that matches that interest and that need.
You know, I think what we try and do for principals like you is the principals that love us the most don't really know much about us, because we obviously operate, hopefully with your blessing, inside the school. Save for a few calls from parents saying, how do I get into this? We're there and we operate, and hopefully we don't put any burden on your front office staff. Can you talk about that a little bit?
No, your group comes in. I mean, with a lot of these new protocols that have been put in place, your guys and gals come in, they check in our main office, and that's really the last thing that we really see them for the next hour. We do have an after-school activities coordinator who kind of is able to address any maybe additional needs that they may have. But generally speaking, I haven't had any issues with any kids, any issues with any of your instructors, knock on wood. I don't want to jinx myself, but or anybody else. But the instructors have been great, and I think the kids have been engaged, and that's why there are no issues. Your instructors are creating engaging and enjoyable and interesting activities that kids they don't want to miss.
Yeah, and you have always been a strong proponent, and the school has, of the on-site coordinator. That is such a key component. Can you explain, I think we'll have other principals watching this, how important the on-site coordinator is and what role that plays for you?
So our on-site coordinator has been able to address, rooming issues, where to get a room, if there's an issue with the room, how to adjust the room, buses for kids, contact with parents. She kind of takes care of a lot of the administrivia that may go on with how you have to navigate some of the programs after school. So her as a liaison, she knows our school. She's one of our teachers. So she knows all the protocols within our school, which makes it easy for her to transfer that information to your instructors. And she coordinates all the things. So she doesn't. Your instructors don't have to worry about, okay, it's near the end, what bus is my kid going to have to get on? That's all been taken care of. If there's an issue or a concern, they already have a point person designated. They don't have to look for anybody else. And our point person sits in the front area. She makes herself visible and available. And I think it really helps to kind of ease that whole transition in the after-school activities. They do run very smoothly. We don't have any issues.
Yeah, we try. Well, let me ask you one last question. We kind of talked about the nuts and bolts of Flex Academies. From a principal standpoint, this is always interesting to me because you get different answers. Why is it important to have an after-school program? Because it would seem like the 9 to 3 is most important to you, or whatever hours the school is in. Why is it important to have that after-school program?
I think it extends the learning day more than anything else, and it lets kids, because of the choices that are out there, tap into their interests. I've always joked with people, teaching and coaching, because I used to be a coach, and I said, as a teacher, you have a captured audience, and as a coach, you have a captive audience. As a teacher, your kids have to be there. Between 9 to 3, they have to be there. But if I'm doing an extracurricular, they've chosen to do that extracurricular, and now I have a captive audience. I have a group that wants to be there. They want to learn. They want to extend. And so having after-school activities allows our kids to kind of delve into the many very different interests that they have and extend those learnings. You have a robotics group. You have the gaming group, Minecraft. You have the cooking group. Kids who maybe aren't in FACS during our school day can take a cooking class after school. Kids who maybe aren't in our gateway class yet because they're in 6th grade can take a robotics class now. Those opportunities avail themselves to the kids beyond the learning day. And so they are learning, and in many cases not really realizing it. It's not a, make it very clear, it's not babysitting. Kids are active, kids are doing, and kids are learning.
I could not have said that better myself. So I really appreciate and even have a better understanding now of why you're so passionate about what we do after school, and we truly appreciate the support we get from you, from your administration, and from the parents and the kids at Pyle. So thank you very much.
Well, we've enjoyed our partnership and hope to keep it going for a long time.